Hello, and welcome back to the Second Breakfast Club. In today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit of speculation about Heroes of Middle-earth and what I think could be the next team to join us on the battlefield in Heroes of Middle-earth. You're not going to want to miss this, so stick around.
And can you not do that? You'll blunt them.
Ooh, do you hear that, lads? He says we'll blunt the knives.
Okay, so the next team that I think is going to be joining us in Heroes of Middle-earth, I think has been somewhat revealed unintentionally, and I'm not a data miner. I'm not going to waste my time doing that stuff because I don't know what I'm looking for or even really how to do it. I know you access the game files, yada, yada, yada. Don't give a shit, okay? I'm just looking at what I see in the game currently, and my speculation, because I actually know Lord of the Rings. I actually know who these characters are. I know the story. So my speculation here is that the next team we're going to be getting in Heroes of Middle-earth is the Fellowship team.
But how the fuck you know this? How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, talk to me, bro. You the police? Is you the FBI? CIA? What's you?
Why do I think that? Well, because if you join me real quick in game, I'll show you exactly why. Right here in Guild Campaign, Chapter 4, whatever you want, Stage 7, right? Mission 7, whatever you want to call it. You face, and you can face them in other areas of the game, but it's just something I picked up while playing this particular mode. I noticed it, and it caught my attention. And now I'm making a video about it, because why not, right? If you notice, when you play this mode, Legolas and Gimli will appear as enemies for you to fight, okay? Now, as they appear as enemies you can fight, actually you can clearly see right here, Legolas, his name is Fellowship. He is classified with several titles of Attacker, Bow, Light, and Elf, but where I want to focus on is this Fellowship title, okay? Because Gimli has the same thing. He has his one-handed heavy dwarf title, tank title, light title, and of course his Fellowship title. I was gonna play through the mission, but now that I see that it's right here, I'm not even gonna bother, because my fucking game can't, for some reason, whenever I'm using BlueStacks and using Streamlabs to record, only when I'm actually recording, BlueStacks just does not want to work. Like, my screen, what I can see looks completely different than what you're looking at. I can't even see, there we go, it's finally updating. So, I'm not even going to bother playing through that mission because you can see it right there. Legolas's title is Fellowship. In the match, if you look at his active skills, there is a, and I'll show it just real quick on screen because I do have screenshots of the skills. There are skills that correspond to Fellowship characters. This implies that there's going to be a Fellowship team. And what I think is pretty evident, if you watched my previous video about who the shadow figure really is, which you're gonna have to watch that video to hear who I think it is, if you haven't already. Part of my speculation there was that we're gonna see multiple iterations of the heroes we know and love, right? So we have currently in the game, for example, what I used in that video, we have Strider, okay? Strider here is damn shit. Like right now it's on displaying on it's displaying on Streamlabs, but I can't see it on my actual game. Oh, now I can. Unbelievable. So, Strider here is Light, Ranger, Human, Tracker, Two-Handed Sword, Road to Rivendell, and Leader. Those are the titles he has. If you notice, though, he doesn't have a Fellowship title. That's because I think we're going to be getting a new Aragorn character, actually named Aragorn, and he is going to be a part of the Fellowship team. Just like how I think down the road we'll get a legendary King Aragorn, where he's King of Gondor. He retrieves his title. And I think this is something that's going to be happening with multiple different characters. I mean, my speculation here is that basically we're going to get a new Aragorn. This Aragorn, maybe the reason Arwen doesn't have synergy with Strider anymore is because Aragorn of the Aragorn of the Fellowship team will have some synergy with Strider.
What?
With Éowyn.
What the fuck?
Or maybe down the road, the King Aragorn has synergy with Éowyn. Did I say Éowyn? What am I even saying anymore? Arwen.
Finally, motherfucker.
So I think that maybe down the road, the reason that they got rid of the synergy between Arwen and Strider is because they're saving that for a new Aragorn character that's going to come down the road. Whether or not that's Aragorn of the Fellowship team, which I think could be relatively soon, or if it's going to be something they save for the legendary King Aragorn character that I'm assuming they'll have eventually. And they'll have the synergy back with Aragorn and Arwen on one of those. Now, as far as a Fellowship team goes in general, I think, as you all know, you should know, I hope you know. If you don't know, why are you even playing this game?
I don't know.
You have the 9 members of the Fellowship. You have Aragorn, you have Legolas, you have Gimli, you get the 4 Hobbits, Merry, Frodo, Pippin, Sam, okay? And then you have Boromir, and lastly, Gandalf. So, I think the Fellowship team is where we could see an introduction to maybe a brand new character that we didn't even see in the beta, Gandalf the Grey. We've seen Gandalf the White, he's in all the promotion. No Gandalf the Grey at all, ever. And it'd just be weird of them to not include a Gandalf the Grey character, in my opinion. So, I think we're going to be getting a brand new Fellowship team somewhat down the road. If you are following along with the way the devs are progressing the actual story of this game, it would make sense. You start with the Road to Rivendell team. This team gets you to where we are now, where we're getting Elrond, our very first legendary, okay? With that being said, the next plausible step after getting Elrond, aka getting to Rivendell, is the forming of the Fellowship. Okay? Now, I do think that they're going to break that up by implementing a shadow legendary before moving on to the Fellowship, and I think that the shadow team, the legendary, is going to be the Witch King. I think the Witch King will be next, because if you follow along with the story, you have you have the Hobbits and Strider, aka Aragorn, on their way to Rivendell, where they encounter the Witch King on Weathertop. So it would make sense that the Witch King would be the very next legendary we get, and then after the Witch King, they're going to go back to the Light team, or the Light characters, and they're going to give us the Fellowship team with brand new characters, a brand new Aragorn, maybe a Gandalf the Grey as the leader. That would be pretty cool if that was the legendary Gandalf the Grey leader, but we'll see.
Until our next meeting.
Now, I'm in post right now and I'm editing, but I just had this thought while doing the editing. It would make a lot of sense for Gandalf the Grey to be added into the game.
If you die in the Enoch, always follow your nose.
Because, look at it this way. After the Witch King, we move on to the Fellowship. Where does the Fellowship go? They go and they start their journey. Where do they end up? In Moria. Who leads the Fellowship through Moria? Gandalf. What do we have coming up shortly? Hopefully within a few months, maybe, I don't know. Moria raids.
We now have but one choice. We must face the long dark of Moria.
Would it make sense to bring Gandalf the Grey into the game at that point? I think it would. I'd like to see it. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out. Anyways, that was just my speculation as far as what we're going to be getting in the game. If you have any thoughts of how this could be any different, let me know in the comments down below. If you think I'm completely wrong, or if you agree with me, please, let's talk about it. And if you like this video, most importantly, give it a like. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe. There's a lot of you. I know. I'm pointing right to you. Subscribe. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, subscribe. I want to hit 1,000. I've been doing this for 2 years. Okay. Once again, I'm losing my mind. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, bye-bye.
It's done. Yes, Mr. Frodo. It's over now.